Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to have the next tasting of my Blueberry Milkshake IPA. Now, I did do a standard batch, so if you want to check that out, I'll link a card up here so you can go see the standard. So, I'm not going to go over a lot of this because it is the second, third tasting of this beer. But again, in the playlist, I will link to the videos and they will cover what is in this beer. So the only difference between the standard and this one is I blended up blueberries and I put them in the boil. Now, I was talking to the head brewer uptown, and he thought, and I was also thinking this, because blueberry is such a delicate flavor, it would probably come out better if you put it in the boil. So that's what I did. I'm not saying you shouldn't put it in secondary, but when I look at a blueberry versus a raspberry, I do a raspberry ale almost every year. That's a stronger flavor than blueberry, and I do put that in secondary. So I'm not saying don't put blueberries in secondary. It's just for this one, I did put it at the end of the boil. So this was bottled on 9/21, so a little over 3 months old, 5.73% ABV. I was actually thinking this was going to come out higher just from the sugars in the blueberry, because the standard was 6.53%. So not that much lower than this. Maybe it wasn't this one. I can see stuff floating in there. There's one of these. Maybe it was the standard one that I picked it up to go put it in the refrigerator and I could see all the stuff. But let's go ahead and open this, get it into a glass. Hopefully it still has the same color as the first tasting did. Okay, hiss. Good smoke. This is using 4 carbonation tablets, the small ones. Get that pour. Looks like the brightness has faded a little. I'm going to stop there. And again, I did puree that. I put it in there and then I dumped it into the fermenter. So anything that was left over in there is going to be in here. So this is going to have chunks. No head. Must be from the blueberry because I just got done doing the standard version and that one had a nice head and it still has a nice head on it. What I do have is off-white, but that would make sense from the color of this. Color, purple pulp color. It is hazy. I can't see through it, but there is a lot of stuff floating in there. But again, like I said, I did puree everything. I put it in there, then I dumped it in the fermenter. So, but yeah, purple pulp is what I would call that. Let's go ahead and smell. I almost want to say a rotten fruit. A little hoppiness, like a rotten sweet hop fruit. It doesn't smell the best. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell like a vanilla blueberry. Yeah. Still getting the hoppiness though. There's some sweetness in there, but yeah, like almost a rotten fermented hoppy sweet fruit. Let's go ahead and taste. It has a tart vanilla sweet hoppy taste. That's not the best. It's not that good. It's almost like I wouldn't even say in between like a wine and a beer. Because that's what I was thinking. If this was going to be bad, it was going to be more on that wine side, like a winey fruit. Don't ask me what a fruit wine would be called. It's got the hoppiness, not as big. Very smooth. Yeah, it almost tastes like there's not enough backing. Like there's not enough backbone. It's not balanced enough, and that I wouldn't like the tartness of the blueberry is really coming out. Then it mixes with the bitterness from all the hops used. Yeah, it's very weird. It's got that like a blueberry that's not ready. Like maybe that's like half green, half blue, and you bit down into it and it would be sour, but there's still some sweetness in there. That's what this is like, but fermented. There's a weird aftertaste to it. I smell the vanilla more now. Yeah, it's okay, but like yeah, there's a older tart taste that I really don't care for. I want it sweet, like a sweet blueberry. I like that the bitterness is just a little compared to the standard version, and I'm guessing that's because of the blueberry cutting it, because they use the same exact stuff. It's just, yeah, this has blueberries in it. So let me know if you made a beer with blueberries, strawberries, because that was going to be my next one. But yeah, let me know how yours turned out below. If you enjoyed this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.